Amazon launched Kiro as a new AI coding tool to compete with Claude, Code, Cursor, Gemini, and other coding tools. Kiro is currently in the research period, so you can simply go ahead and download that. And if you see the pricing here, they are available for free. You can create unlimited projects using this agentic AI tool. After you download with your favorite preferred, I would say, the OS, you will get the interface like this. So first of all, you will get the keyboard shortcuts. So there is two things you need to keep in mind: Command plus L or Control plus L. And the inline chat is Command plus I. It will benefit you in long run. And after that, on the right side, you have this chat option. So if it's not open, you can just simply press Control plus N and it will open up the chat option. And it's also built on top of the VS Code. So you have all the extensions available on your system. I'm missing the connection to the SSH. Maybe in the coming weeks or days, they are going to implement that as well. Here is the interesting part is this Kiro blocks here. So first is the specs. Specs is basically a planning mode. Before going to the left panel, let me give you an overview of the right. So you have two modes, Vibe and Spec. So Vibe is simply just like you chat with it, okay? If you don't have that complex framework to build or complex application to build, you can simply go ahead with the Vibe, just like you do Vibe coding. If you want to edit some file, if you want to edit some bug, you go ahead and do that. If you want to generate a simple calculator app or all YouTubers' favorite app, to-do list app, and something like that, you can create that with the Vibe coding just to test how it works. We are going to do that as well. And there's a spec option which give a thinking to it. So basically it's for planning. So if you use, they have a planning mode option. First, it will plan everything out and then it will start implementing one by one. So currently, Kiro supports two model Sonnet 3.7. So obviously you are going to go with the Sonnet 4.0, but I personally like the 3.7. It performs better than the 4.0 anyway. So they have tools where you will get the, if you want to search any file, you will go with the files. Code base. So if you want to search a piece of code anywhere inside your directory, you can simply go ahead with the code. There's a documentation. If you want to search, you can simply go ahead and search their inbuilt docs here. As you can see, so there are different kinds of docs already available, but to give a more up-to-date context, I suggest you to go with the MCP server of Context 7. It's super helpful. It has around 1,000 plus frameworks, context data there. With this MCP server, you have up-to-date docs. You can fit to the Kiro as well. So there is a repository map inside wherever you are working here. And there is a git diff. So reference the current git diff now. You can go ahead and there's a terminal if you want to run something inside terminal, because for example, installing dependencies, there's more tools. For example, you want to search for the problems, go ahead and define that problem. Maybe it's useful for the bug fixes. And there's a URL. If you want to reference a page, you can go ahead and add that URL here. And there's training. Training is the best part of this Kiro and it's game changing. Every other tool must apply that, and we will discuss that in the later part of the video. On the left side, we have a spec. All the planning will be listed here, and the agent hooks. So agent hooks are something listen to any file changes and automatically trigger a shortcut. For example, you have a React library, you create a new React component, and if you want to add that component's roots automatically, you can apply that here. Just give it a context, it will create a hook for you. When you save the file or component, then it will send the prompt to the agent on the right side and it will implement that. So there's no need to chat again and resolve those issues. So that's how you can easily do that. So the thing is, here you can control your agent's behavior. Okay. So you can generate docs with the help of Kiro as well. So let me give you an overview of what it is all about. For example, you have a project of React.js, import that to this tool. Just press this plus button, just press this create a training docs. Then Kiro will analyze everything about your code space on the right and create all the agent string. Now, where it will use, it will have all the context and all the future output of the Kiro will get the context from this training. There is MCP servers, I've already told you. Okay, so let's get started. So first, let's explore the vibe coding with it. Let's create a simple CRM with it, okay? Create a folder name with CRM and then build CRM tool that includes all the features. Like I'm just giving you like tasks, projects, invoices, use material. Why? For the, let's start here. Okay, so it has training document from the start. So as you can see on the left, so it has all the context first and then it will start creating your app based on that context. And now you can see it started creating the package. Let's see, let's wait for the output. Okay, so it says it's done and created this app. And let's see, we are already in CRM, right? Yeah. Let me run this, allow, and there you go. This is the first using Material UI. First app, as you can see here. Let's see if it's do something. Okay, this is a task. Let's add some task here. For example, creating YouTube course, something like that. And description, let me paste that. Any pending or progress, priority is high, and I haven't added any project anyway. Due date, let me add due date 18/07. 2025, or there is a date picker as well. As you can see, you can simply go ahead and add that here. Okay, where is creating a YouTube course. So there it is. Active projects are here, but we cannot select that particular project from our tasks. Okay, so we have created a test project, but it's deleted automatically. Why? I don't know why. There are many bugs out there. So invoices are also there. We create the invoice. Then you go. Okay, so it already created the invoice. If we click on the view, so view also not working. These are the contacts, like a client or a vendor or however you want to pronounce it. So very basic anyway. So many things works and many doesn't. So it's a basic CRM tool. So it built within 5-10 minutes. But if you iterate more, it will create more. This is about vibe coding without the planning. So let's create a new with the spec. So spec is all about the planning. So we will create a new app that clone of, I would say, the Miro. The Miro is a canvas app. Let's say create a new or with name can, and then create Miro clone, do context 7 and save server for same. It's drag and drop Troy app on canvas with diagram, wireframing with set of tools. Create intuitive UI with the help of Material UI. We have I have to say Tailwind, CSS, or what else we can say is to create a more agentic one with the help of this. What more we can give is trendy font, any font, I would say trendy sans serif Google font, and all the tools use, let's say React.js, use local storage to save all the diagrams, add settings, etc. This is very basic. It's not a prompt that is optimized for AI agentic tool, but we are just going to test that out how it works. And let's see if it does. I need to give a context here. Going to the MCP there, I need to add both context like this. So it will search for everything about the Miro, and it will also search for every frameworks out there. Then it will create our app here. Let's see how it delivers the project, and press enter. Let's see. Run. Just calling the MCP tool to get every detail about that. So let it run. Okay, so here is the plan mode. As you can see, it's created a specs. High level architecture is about, it will create a design mode here. React app, UI component, state management, and there is a canvas layer up and the storage layer. There's a component hierarchy, which is app, header, logo. This is the header hierarchy. There's a main canvas, then has the canvas stage, canvas layers, shapes, UI elements. And there is sidebar, that is the tool panel, property panel. This is the settings model. Obviously, there's a profile setting. So there's also planning it has done with everything. You can go ahead and fill that as well. They have this spec mode where you can even edit yourself. For example, if you want something in the shape component, you can add that here. Kiro can index that automatically and create that for you. There is also something which is interface and types, and you can go on and on about each project. So it provides you a detailed plan just from the Kiro here. I think it's game changing, and it's a very extensive if you compare to the Windsurf or any other tool. So Windsurf creates this simple planning mode, but it flags the structure output here. Like it tells you the structure, as you can see the design structure finalized, and it will also ask you about the structure and finalize the same. So now it says the spec is now ready for execution. You can begin implementing the canvas drawing app by opening task empty file in this, click on the start task. So this is the task file. Just click on the start task. It will implement one task at a time. So as you can see, the first task, once it's completed, click on second task, third task, and the task goes even on the later stages. So this is mind blowing, to be honest. For example, if you want to edit some part of the component, you can add that here. For example, create core data motor types, define TypeScript interface, canvas element, canvas tools, etc. You can add one here. You can add one, it will start adding that for you. So these are the list of tasks you can see. It will start adding that for you. It's mind-blowing, to be honest. It's better than Cursor and Windsurf at this point. So let's wait the output. As you can see, it took a lot of time to build this particular project. Before getting on to how it's looking and all the ins and outs. Let me tell you how to speed up the process. So I didn't knew that before. Let me give you an tips how to do that exactly. The thing is, it perform repetitive tests. So for example, if I see here execution, it perform test for each and every file. And as you can see, there's a directory with the tests here. So for each file, it has created test if it's working without any error. Second is asking you to approve the terminal commands. And how you can speed that particular process. You can speed that going to the settings here, and there is a Kiro. So these are the trusted commands. To apply that based on your use case, you can add that here. It runs on autopilot with whatever the base command started from. For example, npm star, npx star. And if you want to do something like Python 3 star, like a asterisk mark, however you want to call, after the pip, it will run that autonomously. This is how you can make your task go quicker and you don't need to do anything. It will start running it. And second is, after you click on first task here to start the task, you can simply start every task from the list such that it will queue that and you don't need to touch anything. It will do that automatically. These are the few tips that I wanted to say. And if you want to see the task list, you can simply go to here. So there are the current task list, but if you see all the task list sessions, you will find that here. Execution, there is an option of view execution. So there you will find all the tasks Kiro performs specifically related to this. And now going forward to how it looks, and it is worth giving a time to it. So let's go to the verdict. Let me tell you that it's based solely on my personal experience. Let's start the server. So this is a canvas drawing app, and we asked you to clone Miro, and it's not even close to the Miro. And the result is disappointing. Okay, so many controls are not working. The grid size is showing up. Snap to grid is also showing up, but there is a selection. I cannot select anything here, as you can see. I can select the rectangle, but I cannot do anything. And the circle, nothing is happening. So basically the app is not working even after 18 hours of development. This is something they need to look upon, how the prompting is working at the back end, because the looks of it is quite interesting, but using the 3.74 model and creating such a basic prototype, it's not even a prototype because it's not working at all. We can optimize that using this task section, which is spec driven development. We can add our own features to it such that it can run with whatever we want. Second, you must include context in the agent steering here, such that when it execute any task, for example, in the right side, you can see including steering documents. So if you go to the steering documents, each document have key characteristics of the agent. So here you can add your own. For example, always follow UI principle, always follow UX, always use tailwind CSS, or always use shared UI or something like that. Then I think it might work well. So it's the first look, try to create something that looks great, intuitive and complete, which might take another day or two. I will do that and post a video about it and how to get the most of it. But for now, it's pretty early because it's in the public preview here. Anyway, how did you like this video? The first look of this Amazon's new product? Do let me know in the comment box. And if you want to give feedback, do let me know. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.